The 2016 Summer Olympics in Brazil are less than 3 months away, but so far the focus has been on everything but the event. From the spreading Zika virus to political turmoil, Brazil is grappling with a number of issues that have led some to call for the Games to be moved, postponed, or even canceled. Joining us this morning is the Wall Street Journal's Sara Germano. Sara, good morning.
Good morning.
So how serious are these calls, first of all, to cancel the Games or even move them?
So they're definitely something that people are talking about. I think the thing to remember, though, is that when the Olympics were decided to be hosted in Rio, came in 2009.
Yeah.
Every Olympic City bid process is a 7-year project. At the time that they were selected to host the Olympics, much of these problems weren't really in the forecast.
Sure.
Well, let's get into those problems, because right now everybody's talking about Zika. And even though Rio has said, well, it's the winter season in Rio, so the mosquito population will be down, we're starting to see some athletes raise concerns about all of this.
Yeah, I think the thing with Zika is that there's things that we know and there's things that we don't know. What we do know is that it's something that is transmitted fairly easily. And the scariest part is the fact that we don't know what the long-term concerns of what the effects of contracting the Zika virus are. There are growing concerns about the presence of Zika in pregnant women, and young babies are being born with side effects from Zika virus. Mm-hmm. And that's something that, you know, there's no vaccine for it. There's no longitudinal study that tells us what the long-term effects
Well, you also have
might be.
athletes like Hope Solo saying, I will just get on the field, and as soon as it's over, I'm just going to go right back to the hotel room. I don't want to spend any time in this city, which, I mean, that registers on a lot of people's radars, I think, to hear athletes saying that.
Yeah, and it's sort of antithetical to what the Olympic movement's about. It's about, you know, everyone coming to one place and celebrating sport and, you know, taking part in watching these great athletes perform. So to have athletes say that they're very concerned about their health and their participation is really scaring some people.
There's a lot of political turmoil in Brazil right now. The president faces impeachment. There are some problems about some of the venues actually being completed in time. Is that affecting things as well?
Yes, actually, so last night, the Metropolitan Transit Authority in Rio said that a very critical subway line that's supposed to connect the main stadium areas in like the Ipanema district to where most of the Olympic Park, that's going to be delayed and it won't be open until August 1st. With the game starting on August 5th, that's getting people kind of nervous.
What about the water? I think that's also been a major headline. A lot of people, you know, as you mentioned, when they wanted to get the games, Rio pledged 80% of that sewage would be out of the water. Right. Where do we stand on that right now?
The last report came from earlier this winter. Unfortunately, not much of that has changed. The expectation is that the water and the contamination of the water will probably be, you know, some level of sewage at the time of the games start. The IOC is saying that they're hopeful and they're doing everything that they can.
They've plugged a lot of money into this also.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of clouds hanging over these games. Sara Germano, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.